All right, we are off work, everyone. Come in again tonight. Keep doing it until they tell me to stop, I guess. Anyone want a slightly used Christmas tree? We got one right here in the parking lot. Well, I did check out my propane and it worked just fine last night, so I think it just needed to kind of warm back up, because I was reading up, apparently prolonged use, which I ran it for like maybe 5 hours, helps freeze it up. And then of course when the sun went down, it got cold in the cab of the van. So I think I'm still getting low. I'm in the yellow on the gauge. So what I'm going to do today, for a few reasons, letting the windshield defrost right now. But I think what I'm going to do is go to the side of town I go to when I'm not working. I want to go over there and do my shopping. The main reason I do it is because I really like that Walmart as far as shopping, and I don't want to call a lot of attention to the fact that I'm buying pet food and stuff like that. You know, the least amount of people knowing what's going on or being curious, the better off my job is, I think. I did try that cord on my 12-volt cooler, and that's an amazing cord. I love it so much more than the cord that the 12-volt came with. It's a nice, thick, strong cord. It's a 12-foot cord, so it would replace the extension on this one. It lights up, so when it gets juice, a little red light comes on, so I know that that's getting juice instead of having to hope it gets juice or run a meter or something on it. Unfortunately, it did not work. Like, I plugged it in, the screen lit up, and it looked like it was going to work, and then it went to black. So, but when you pull the plug out, then it lights up real quick, so it's getting juice. It's just the screen's not doing stuff. That was what was flickering before. I tried the old cord, getting kind of the same result. So it's a little bit different. This cord is supposed to be compatible with this cooler, but it's a little bit different from what I had before. So it's almost, I worried that maybe it's not the right voltage, but I think it is. I tried it on my Jackery. I tried it on the hardwired cord outlet that I put in the van. Same outcome for both. There is a hard reset that I Googled, so when I get to a stopping point today, I'm going to give it a try. The problem is, I bought 2 rotisseries today because they were on clearance for $2.02. That's cheap, right? Fully cooked chicken for $2.02. It's cold right now, so it's fine, but it is supposed to start warming up a little bit tomorrow, getting in the 50s. So I got to figure out what I'm going to do about this chicken. I was kind of hoping to make this last kind of, for the week. I also got an Italian hoagie, but that'll last a little bit longer. I don't mind getting another one of these coolers. It's just, I bought this cooler before I started van life. I bought it in April. I looked it up. So it hasn't lasted even a full year. And I use it, don't get me wrong, but I don't think I've done anything crazy with it. It hasn't, well, it fell once, take that back. But it fell like early on in its career and it never had a problem. So it's been on the floor right here, just running. I haven't had any real issues with it. So I'm not sure what's going on with it. And truth be told, I could probably use a slightly bigger one, because this is my refrigerator. So I do put my drinks in there. Once I put drinks and condiments in there, you get a lot less space than you think, because it's not like you're going camping. And then I'm also of the mindset of that dual having a freezer side, because I would not mind having some ice cream, like, ice cream sandwich, or even some other stuff that could go in the freezer. I wouldn't mind even making some ice. I probably wouldn't try to do that in the summertime, just because I hear mixed reviews on the freezer side as far as it can't always keep up with extreme heat, like Alabama heat. But like right now, I could have some ice cream in there, or I could have some steaks and stuff that I can freeze in there. So that's the idea. It's like, should I get something the same? I also like this cord, so if I got anything, I kind of want something compatible with the cord. I don't really want to send this cord back. I really do like the cord. Or should I upgrade to get something bigger? I wish that I had enough views and enough subscribers that I could reach out to some folks for like a product review. Because I think you guys see from my edits and stuff, if you give me a product to review, I can set up and do a good product review for one of these guys. And I would love to just, showcase it. Now, if it does like the one I have here and it craps out, then, you know, that'll be seen too. But, man, I really don't want to part with the money for another cooler right now. I really don't think I will either. I mean, I'm eating a lot of fast food anyway, right? So, it's not like I'm boondocking out in the desert or anything. I am static camping, urban camping, stealth camping, so I'm by food and everything. It was just nice being able to pull a cold drink out of my fridge, or just, you know, putting leftovers in there and things like that. Yeah. All right, but I'm going to try the hard reset. I looked it up. There's a hard reset I can try. We'll see if that works on this thing when we get to a stopping point. Let's see if I'm defrosted yet. I'm not even close to defrosted yet. It'd probably be smart for me to take this sunshade out, because I think it's blocking the heat. But this is what it looks like right now. Let's see, maybe it's outside. It is not outside. All right, as soon as we get defrosted, we'll be on the move. I'll catch up with you guys when I get there. All right, gang, we have made it over here to the other Walmart. So from one Walmart parking lot to another. Let's go inside and get a little bit of shopping done. All right, I am back from shopping at Walmart. Man, it's just been $75 in there. I was out of my creatine, so I got that. They didn't have my normal brand, so I had to get one that was a couple bucks more expensive. Still one of the cheaper ones they had. Big bag of cat food, dry cat food. One big bottle of cat litter. Trying to get some sun today. One, it warms up the van. Two, it's solar time. So I think right here will be just fine. Yeah, I think this is a good spot. I see the sun. Yeah. Should get the sun right there. That should get me some sun. I don't think it'll be too busy today. It's a weekday. It's after the holidays. I think it's technically, what is it? Is it? Yeah, it's New Year's Eve. So I work New Year's Eve, of course. So anyway, dry cat food, creatine, cat litter, small, like, what would you call it? Like an 8-pack of Coke. I know waddles. And some hamburger buns, because I'm going to make some barbecue chicken sandwiches with this rotisserie. And a jar of pickles. 2-pack of toothpaste. One for my gym bag and one for my going into work bag, so I don't have to keep swapping it. And a 2-pack of toothbrushes. That's it. 75 bucks. 75 bucks. God dog. Hopefully they don't tell me not to show up anymore next week, because I need to keep coming in. Going in the back, first thing I'm going to do is test out that coolering cord. Alright, there's the cooler. You guys have seen it. My Euhomy cooler. Alright. Now, grab my new cord that I got. As soon as I find it. It's a bit of a mess right now back here, guys, so I apologize. Pause this. Alright, this is it right here. It's a beast. I really like the look of this thing. Alright, so super long, really thick, 18 gauge, I think. Now, plug it in up here. You can see that lights on indicator. I really like that. Now, sorry, the cats are trying to eat on this table and I'm taking their spot. All right, BMO, be gentle now. We're doing something here. High quality production there, okay? All right. Now, This is the side I need to plug it in on. Goes on like this. All the way in. It lit up. Okay, look. It lit up and it's on. Happy. See, it went back off.
That's my problem.
It didn't blow a fuse because the light's still on there. All right, then I'm going to try the hard reset. That's the only thing I can think of do. Well, folks, it looks like my cooler's dead. I actually really like this cooler. I hate that it just started cycling, and then it started staying off longer than it stayed on, and now it's pretty much just off. It's not the cord. Happy. It's not the cord, so I can't even do the hard reset really, because the screen has to be on long enough for me to do the hard reset. Oh well. I don't know if I'm just going to toss it or put it in storage until I hear something back, but it's taking up a lot of room. I'm really thinking about just tossing it today. It's a shame because I have like 2 frozen burritos, pretty much 2 rotisserie chickens, and an Italian sub that all can't be refrigerated right now. Granted, it's not going to get above 50 today, and for the most part it's going to be in the 30s and 40s, but tomorrow it's going to be in the 60s. So, but I'm going to take some of that rotisserie chicken and make myself a little bit of a barbecue chicken kind of thing. Way to refrigerate. So that's what it looks like right now. Now I'm going to give it a little bit of garlic powder, onion powder, black pepper, a little bit of chili powder. Oh yeah, I don't have a salt shaker. I was looking at some salt shakers the other day. Some salt. I'm going to put a little bit of pickle juice in there. Just a little bit. I'm not going to add the barbecue sauce yet. So we're going to let this heat up. Alright, I'm going to put all this chicken away-ish, but I can't really do much. Oh, I did buy this too. Oreo Reese's. That'll be my dessert-ish. And just your standard Walmart hamburger buns. Alright, I'll catch up with you when we're ready for the next step. The chicken's looking good. I think it's time to add some barbecue sauce. Alright, add in some Sweet Baby Ray's. Probably just going to put all of it in there, to be honest with you. Now I'm just going to let it cook a little bit longer, get that stuff all soaked in. Now we wait. And there's the finished product. With the pickle. Oh yeah. That's a quick barbecue chicken sandwich. And as you can see, the propane is still going strong. Was there ever any doubt?
A little rattled. I heard about this mountain pass in China where birds fly into walls and people and animals go crazy and die, and it's all because the wind. Insane. Do you think that?
I felt like I was in like the early medieval age.
Happy New Year's Eve, everyone. Slowly getting ready for work. Waiting for the windshield to defog on the van. Getting ready to clean the litter box and dump some trash here at the Walmart that I'm at. Then I'm going to move over to the Walmart that I work at. This is probably the most trash I've done at one time today. This big bag. It's only 9 o'clock. Well, it's not even 9 o'clock yet. But this Walmart here has almost nobody. I don't know what my Walmart's going to look like, but we're going to be finding out here shortly. Mostly defogged. So I think I'm about ready to roll out. I slept pretty good. Had a couple more of those barbecue sandwiches. It is New Year's Eve, and I'm going to be working New Year's Eve. I'm going to be working New Year's because it's overnight. What am I going to do for the new year? Well, I guess I'm throwing away my 12-volt cooler and a bunch of food that it's going to be 60 degrees tomorrow, so my food won't last. So basically, I'm throwing away a bunch of food before it spoils in here, and my 12-volt cooler. And it's time to do laundry as well. So that's going to be the next video for the new year. New year, new season. All right, everyone. Oh, this is a fairly up-and-coming van life guy. He's been doing it for a few years, but he's finally starting to blow up. It's called Under the Radar Van. He launched a merch store. This is only his second live stream. If you guys recall, I watched his first one on Christmas Eve. This is his New Year's Eve one. Really interesting, really good style to his van. I like the aesthetic of what he's got going on. No one really has the look and style of what the inside of his van is. Very, very quirky. I liken him to I feel like he's like the Casey Neistat of van lifers, where he does things his own style and he has a kind of photographer's eye. So I do enjoy it. I could put in my 2 cents as I'm watching. He's kind of the reverse of what my van is. You know, his stuff is very well thought out. He's got everything you can think of in there. He's got this cool heating system. He's got a shower and all that stuff. Very cool. I'm always envious of anyone who can stand up in their van. All right, let's get moving.
That's called island time. Yes, rescue dog treats. Island time. Absolutely. Everyone there is on island time. Posted business hours are just merely a suggestion.
All right, I'm at my usual Circle K. Gonna get a beverage here. Go into the new year with a tasty bev. BRB. All right. I was gonna get a Mountain Dew, but it started sputtering and going clear, so we went with a Coca-Cola. Let's see. It's not bad. It's not flat. That's the only thing you really hope for is that it has a Coca-Cola flavor and you have good carbonation at these ones. Every once in a while you'll get like a really, really good, strong, fizzy, heavy syrup one. But as long as it doesn't taste like a melted cola Slurpee, it's a good day. All right, gonna migrate over to Walmart, and then I gotta slap my socks and steel toes on, pack up a few things because I need to charge the Jackery, stuff like that. Not gonna lie, I'm really sad that I don't have a 12-volt cooler right now. Being able to just grab stuff out of it and grab whatever, being able to buy something knowing that I have a place to keep it refrigerated was nice. That's something I started this channel with, and now I don't have it. Now I bought it earlier. I bought it in April, but still, basically lasted what, 8 months? If it would have lasted a year, I wouldn't not have felt as bad. Because look, this one I think it was 200 something. Now it's like 100 something right now. But look, it's van life. You see how this van bumps around and everything else. It's not really good for a compressor that's got coolant going through it. So if it would last a year, I would never buy an expensive one that way, but if it would have lasted a year, I go, okay, well, this is the cheapest 12-volt fridge, which it was. If I get a year out of it, it's worth it to buy another one, because that's not that far off from the price of just your average throw some ice in it cooler. But man, I don't know, 8 months. So guys, if you do me a favor, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and maybe interact with my videos more, because I don't think I'm going to be buying a new 12-volt fridge anytime soon. But if I can get a sponsor, I will make a bang-up video for your 12-volt fridge. As long as, you know, it's as good quality as the one I just had, which is not that hard to do, and you understand if there's something that goes wrong later on, I will let my channel know that as well. If you guys know any 12-volt cooler sponsors, feel free to tag them, share my videos with them. Maybe put a little note in there that this guy's been working consecutively at his Walmart job for, I think we're going on 20 days now, with only Christmas Eve off. Yeah, I don't think my coworkers are quite enjoying it as much, because I think they feel like me working the shifts right now stops them from being able to work extra time, which is not true. The boss even asked one of them if he wanted to come in. He's like, oh, I can't do it. So that's not really true. Now, what is true is the other guy that usually works the floor machine has not touched that floor machine since I started working consecutively. And he was liking it, but now I think he's a little bit out of shape because, you know, floor machine's fun. And I hate it. I will say, when I was at the other Walmart, their floor machine does something incredibly annoying that I could not stand. It auto scrubs, but anytime it comes to an intersection, it automatically on its own beeps its little beep, beep, beep horn. And then when it makes a turn signal, it goes beep, beep, beep. I get it for safety reasons, but that thing is going to stop at every aisle and make a turn at every aisle. So that's just a bunch of beeps every probably 10, 20 seconds. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I'd shoot the thing. Oh, I better take that out. But, so I'm getting ready to go in. Basically, the reason I went to that other Walmart wasn't just to shop. I wasn't 100% sure, if you guys remember from the last video, if my propane was out. It didn't feel like it was out, but it had kicked off. And then I did some research, and I asked you guys in the comments, so I'll probably see your comments once that video posts, but I haven't posted it yet. It didn't feel like it was full, but I guess when it's really cold, it can kind of freeze, and I guess the propane doesn't get into its gas state or whatever it is as easy. And I remember that kind of happening with my greenies when I had it back in the old days. So I ran my floor heater on the way there, shook the bottle up a little bit, kicked it on, no problem. Ran today for quite a few hours because it was pretty cold. The floor gets really cold in the van. Even when it starts warming up, the last thing to warm up, because we're parked over asphalt, you know, while it's cold, is the floor. The floor, you almost let your toes get frostbitten. So I ran it because I was hanging with the cats and everything. Of course, we tried to fix that cooler. It didn't work. Now, I will say I never wanted to do it while it was running, right? While it was still working. But I sat on it. That thing's solid. Like, I sat on it, and it's a good bench. I would almost keep it just to be a bench. But, you know, van life, you don't want to get trapped into things that you don't need. So it's not working. I hope it's not just a simple fix, but I'm tossing it in the dumpster. Now, look at it. It's not New Year yet. So all that stuff happened now. So my cooler not working, I'm going into New Year's with that not being the issue. That's 2025 problem. Unless something majorly changes, The van's running really good. Do we still need the gearbox that still squeak? Yes, but we just had all the fluids checked Christmas Eve. We had new belts put on. We had the oil change. Everything's going good with the van. Battery's strong. My health is pretty good. We still got this job, and I've been working consecutively. Does it make as much money as I was hoping? No, those taxes were just gutting me, but we managed to pay, using our credit card, but we managed to pay for 6 months of storage. Ideally, with the way this job's going this week, worst case scenario, I have what I need for my 6 months of car insurance. Technically, I think we'd even have what I need for my tax and tag that comes due in March. That's just saying what I have or whatever. Ideally, we keep making money and we pay off that 6 months of storage on the credit card. So, had a 12-volt blanket. It died. So, but that's 2025's problem. Had a nice 12-volt cooler. It died. That's 2025's problem. Brakes went out. Brakes are fixed. So we're good. They're still squeaking though. But, one thing at a time. So overall, I've had a good year. I hope that you have as well. And until next year, this is your old pal, Hannibal the Hannibal, signing off. And I know you won't be seeing this till after, but have a Happy New Year, everybody. Well, Happy New Year, everyone. Happy New Year, everyone. Kitty cats are stress eating because they had to put up with a bunch of fireworks being set off. A bunch of fireworks being set off in our parking lot because, everyone uses a Walmart parking lot to set off fireworks for New Year's. So they were a little stressed out. It's lunchtime now. They're eating. And they gave us Cracker Barrel for our New Year's meal today. Have the heater just started up. And they made me a couple plates here. So this is some meatloaf. We're the last ones to get food because, cleaning crew. Biscuits, cornbread, mashed potatoes and gravy, green beans. Not the warmest thing in the world, but I don't really care. And the protein, some good old-fashioned chicken tenders. There was one less tender because there's a stray cat out in the parking lot curled up against an empty paper bag. So I broke off a chicken finger and threw it over to that cat. So it's eating good. If it really wants to get warm, it can go up by the store. I don't know why it's sitting out in the middle of the parking lot, but let's see. Kitty cats have the table, so I'm sitting on my defunct cooler right now, which we'll have to get rid of. Chicken finger. A little overcooked, but well seasoned. Just a little dry. Nothing for me to complain about. Everything tasted great. Everything tastes great. I just got done taste testing each item. Meatloaf is nice and moist, but it's not really my style of flavor. I know a lot of people like that style of flavor. It's just not really my style. Cornbread, solid cornbread. Biscuit, very fluffy. Green beans, I would have seasoned maybe a little bit more, but tasty. I haven't had green beans in a while. And mashed potatoes with gravy, you can't go wrong with that. So I'm going to eat all this and get back to work. Talk to you later.